I'd like to share with you my tool haul from the car boot sale on Sunday the 9th of May 2021. I'll start off with this unusual looking plane. It's a Paramo Plane Master. I've got a very short looking blade there. If you can see, that only appears to take up a tiny little bit of space. Very unusual clamping looking arrangement. It's a little bit longer than planes I'd had before, so I was happy to take that, even though it's a nice rusty sole. Next item I bought was a Oregon filing guide. I thought this was for handsaws, but it turns out it's actually for chainsaws. Got a lot of adjustment. It's an unusual looking thing. I'll try and clean it up because the paint's all flaking off. That and the plane were £1 each from a chap who was desperate to get rid of his equipment before he emigrated. I was at a different car boot sale than usual, and it was in a rural area in Kent, and the chap who was selling this next few items was a farm machinery mechanic. These are very nice action Kamasa tools, circlip pliers. A whopping clamp that's obviously seen a bit of hard action, must have separated at some point and been welded back together, but it works nicely. A big triangular file, a reasonable 12-inch Gerber adjustable spanner, number 32-300. It's jammed at the moment, but I'm sure that'll clean up quite easily. Gerber, a good German make. That was from that seller. The next one, the next item, the chap threw in this Stanley 12-inch level, Stanley 43-230, and it's quite nice with the aluminium top and bottom. Works as advertised. And he gave me that for nothing. He originally wanted £2, but I bought some other non-tool related items from him, shoe polish and a little caddy actually, and he threw that in. The next seller had got rid of his classic car, and he was disposing of all the paraphernalia that went with it. This is a Moore and Wright dividers, broken on the end, but I'll try and reprofile that so that it'll still be of use. I'd like to thank Time Flies in the Shop for demonstrating the quick release mechanism on these on this adjustment. I think that's quite good to know, and I appreciate the mention about that. Anyway, so those are nice I think, even though they're broken. Next chap sold me all these 4 items. We've got a Barco 0670 6-inch adjustable. That's locked solid. I'm sure that'll free up. Nice engineer's vise, I think that's what they're called. Engineer's clamp. That one's solid, that one moves. I'm sure that'll free up too. A little Record Junior 2-inch, which will go with the Junior 2.5-inch that I bought fairly recently. Plus this is, I believe it's a Leatherworkers threading awl. I think that tip's broken, so it could do with a resharpen. Anyway, the chap wanted an extortionate 20p each for those. Got a lovely Gerber 6-inch 60-6-150. Lovely action. Plus this set of bent nose pliers, Halford's Professional. Nice small compact size on those. They were from an old boy who was obviously having a clear out of his garage or whatever. They were £2 each. Some miscellaneous stuff that I got around the fair. I can't quite remember where I got them from or whether I got them from separate stalls, but believe me, I wouldn't have paid very much for them. This is another of those Stanley red stroke blue screwdrivers, and I think this one's a blue, but it's if it's blue then it's a posi drive tip, really grubby and manky, so I don't know if that'll clean up very well. Some Wilkinson flat nosed little pliers, and another long nosed little pliers, no particular brand. I did pay £1 each for these two, Draper Expert and a blue Stanley. And then I got this, I think it's a 4-inch footprint wrench with a, I'm not sure if that's a standard pivot pin or not. It's devoid of marking, so I think it might be a replacement of some description, although it's got knurling and it looks like it's doing its job well. Plus these, I thought these were Bernard pliers, but they're not. They are Morn Industries. Look very similar to the Bernard ones, but these are widely available apparently in the jewellery industry in the UK. So those were £1 for the pair. I also went to a second car boot sale. Got this, what I think is a tack hammer. The only marking is Taiwan. It's got a recess there, plus it's hollow all the way through. Maybe that shape is designed for pulling out tacks or nails. Maybe a magnet goes in there, or I could be completely wrong, so if anybody knows any different, please let me know. That was 50p. These are, I believe, mould, but I can't see the markings on it now. Anyway, they work just about, but they'll clean up. Always useful to have a plunger under the sink. And finally, 4 for £1, including this punch, which is Priory, made in England, and a small pipe wrench that's missing its spring, pincers, and unknown long-nosed small pliers. Anyway, that concludes the tool haul for Sunday the 9th. Thanks very much for watching.